What's going on, my fellow Trovians? My name is Yuka, this is Trove, and welcome to my Flux making guide. In this video, I'm going to cover about 3 or 4 different ways that you guys can make Flux, all the way from a really basic, simple way that you can do at any level where there's no power rank requirements, all the way up to a different method which is kind of off the beaten path, nobody really talks about, but it's probably the most profitable way to actually gain Flux the fastest, and that'll be at the end of this video. There is some combat, there is also a non-combat way to do that, so let's get started. So the very first method that I have for you guys is pretty much a method that everybody knows about. It's the easiest way to pick up Flux and make a profit from absolutely nothing, and that is by collecting sunlight bulbs. As you can see here, I am in a peaceful kind of biome, picking up the sunlight bulbs, and they will sell anywhere from about 5 to 10 Flux. Sometimes you can get away with selling them a little bit more, just depends on how saturated the market is. It's definitely not the fastest Flux making method, but it's definitely a guaranteed way to pick up some extra Flux if you need it. The second method is, of course, going to be mining ore. And this is probably the easiest and sometimes the most boring way of getting Flux. But think of it this way, you're always going to need ore. It's a crafting material everybody needs. Everybody else is going to need it. It's something that cannot be saturated. You can always get ore no matter where you are. And the easiest way to do that is fly around, look for ore, or look for caves. Maybe shoot the ore if you have a dragon that shoots fireballs from the sky. That way you can just stay in the air continuously. Or you can fly around looking for caves like I have right here, jump down into that cave, pick up all the ore in there. 9 times out of 10, that cave will lead you to another one, then another one, and another one. Maybe that's just me, I don't know, but whenever I go mining, it seems like there is an endless supply of ore. The third method, or the penultimate method, if you will, is by gathering crafting materials. And I know that we touched on sunlight bulbs and ore, but I'm talking about crafting materials that you can just freely pick up around the world. So things like mushroom chunks, the tree stumps, and even glim, believe it or not, is a really, really good money making method, especially if you're currently doing the hourly assignments or hourly quests while you're perhaps farming the Fey Wildlands, you might be picking up stuff like fairy dust. You could also be finding mushroom chunks while mining. So, although I'm touching on methods that may be like a 1, 2, 3 step process, don't forget that you can also cover maybe 2 or 3 bases while doing another method too. So if you're mining, you could be picking up mushroom chunks in the caves. If you are picking up glim, you could also be looking out for mushrooms that spawn in the Fey areas or the cursed lands, or you could be picking up tree stumps too. Now, on to the fourth and final, and definitely my favorite method. That is by going into a sky portal and farming the sky islands in there. This is my favorite method for 2 reasons. One, I really, really, really love fighting the radiant giants in there. I don't know what it is about them. They are just so much fun to fight. Um, Not after doing it for maybe an hour or two, it kind of gets boring, but they're really fun to fight for a short period of time. And let's not forget that they drop radiant chests, radiant shards, and they drop some okay gear. Mainly people farm them for cosmetic stuff and radiant shards. But let's not forget that we also have crystallized cloud that we can pick up, and where you see me right now roaming around, picking up radiant shards. Um, these little mini games are really useful if you need radiant shards or want to make some serious flux by picking them up. So, guys, that covers all of the flux making methods that I have used and still continue to use to this day. This is going to be somewhat different for those of you on PC as opposed to those of you playing on console. This is mainly focused on those playing on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Don't forget to go ahead and smash that like button if this video has helped you out or you like it in any way, shape, or form. Feel free to share this video if you have friends and people that you play with that can benefit from it. And by all means, feel free to subscribe. There's always plenty of more content coming in this Trove series. Until then, I will catch you guys in the next one.